Hi, welcome to another on-demand training from the Office of Online and Distance Learning with Carson-Newman University. I'm Valerie Stevens, and today we're going to be looking at the Canvas dashboard and how to customize it so that it fits your work order the best. Let's take a look. Now, your course dashboard is separated in two sections. The top section of your dashboard are your published courses, and underneath the line are your unpublished courses. Now, I don't have any published current courses right now. I'm not teaching this particular term. However, next term I am teaching, and you'll see that my future courses, and it is not published, and it's still a future course, comes in down here. And I'm seeing both of these little squares, which are called tiles in Canvas. Now let's take a look at the little different tile options. If I select the ellipse or the three little buttons over here, you'll notice that I can change some colors on here. I'm going to apply that. Nothing seems to have changed. That's because not all courses come in with a picture on them. However, we usually install a template where you will see this picture. This one had a different picture. It was one that I chose to put on myself, and that's done in course settings. And we'll look at that in another video. The other option I have here is to, oops, I went into my course. Let me go back to my dashboard. The other option I have when I select that little ellipse is to change the nickname of the course. Okay, so this is called course template, but maybe I want to call it something entirely different for my own purposes. I'm going to call this not for sale. Whatever, you can call it whatever you want. Just realize that that nickname that you've just changed that to does not affect your student's view or any other view in Canvas. It's really a nickname just for your dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and put that back to what it was because I'll forget, and then I'll be looking for my course template too later on. Okay, and I'll go ahead and apply that. Okay, how do I make sure that what courses I want to see are on top here? Well, let's first talk about what normally comes in here. What normally comes in are any published sandboxes or sandboxes that you're working on in a current term, including the manual default sandbox term. Okay, those probably will be up here at top. The other thing that's going to be here in the top are any current courses in any current terms will show up here. Any future courses, now you don't have any control over this. Your future courses that have come in from our student information system will show up under unpublished courses. Now your dashboard does have a limitation of about 21 tiles. And what that means for you is if you've got 7 or 8 courses up here in your published, maybe 15 courses in your unpublished showing, and then we put a new term or we bring a new term of courses in. For example, around October, we bring in the spring courses. Around the 1st of April, we bring in the fall courses. What happens is because we have to be able to have room for all your future courses to fit into this unpublished, it will actually push some of your courses out that aren't necessary anymore, maybe some of your old sandboxes, off your dashboard. Well, how do we put that sandbox back on? It's really simple. We're going to go over here, and underneath the dashboard on the left navigation panel is an icon for courses. We'll select that. And you're going to scroll down through your published and your unpublished courses and find all courses. Now what we see are all your current courses, all your sandbox courses. Now you'll notice in this section, I did not see all of those courses on my dashboard, did I? These could be current courses. They could be sandbox courses. Past enrollments are going to be in the center section, and then future enrollments are all the way in the bottom because future enrollments are going to be on your dashboard no matter what. Okay, they are just there. But let's say you work quite often with a couple of your sandboxes, or you just want to bring in one of your current courses that happen to get pushed off the dashboard, you'll go ahead and select by selecting the little stars. That's going to automatically put them on your dashboard. What I do want you to note is that you cannot star a past enrollment. Okay, there's no way to put those as a favorite back on your dashboard. You will have to always go into your courses icon, scroll all the way down to all courses, and then select your past enrollments from here if you need to get into that course. Because say a student may be still doing an independent, or not an independent, but a incomplete for that course. So now let's go back and look at our dashboard, and we see that those courses that I starred are now showing, and again still separated from published and not published. Now I can at a glance go, wow, I really did mean to publish that course. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Because remember, even if you've changed your access dates for your students, unless the course is published, they will not be able to access your course. So I'm going to go ahead and publish that course. And when I do, it puts it in the upper portion of my dashboard. Now let's look at a couple of other views that you might want to change your dashboard to customize. If you'll notice in the upper right hand corner there's another ellipse, and when I select that, we are in card view or tile view. These are cards, tiles. I can change that to list view. Now what list view changes is a list of my to-do items. Because I don't have any current courses, it's not showing a list here. Now realize though that your students do use this view a lot. We've been looking and they do use that view a lot. To change back to the card view or the tile view, we're going to select the little ellipse again and go back to our card view. There is one other way. We can see recent activity. So I'm going to select recent activity, and maybe we did something with these discussions. That's what I worked on the last. Okay, so you've got a couple of choices there. I, however, like to keep it in card view. It's totally optional for you. There's one other item here I'd like to share with you, and that's the color overlay. A color overlay does just what it sounds like. It sort of puts a color onto your cards. Okay, so you can have that or not have that. I like mine nice and clean, but let me show you what happens if you do have the color overlay. And why might you want to do that? Maybe you have 2 or 3 courses all with the same picture, which again you do in settings. You'll notice that I've got a sandbox of my HR course, and then I've got the real thing. And I want to make sure that I'm working in the sandbox when I'm supposed to be in the sandbox and not the real thing. So I can change the color overlay here. Instead of it being kind of this turquoisey thing, maybe I want it green because it's okay for me to work in this right now. But I want to make sure that I don't choose my unpublished course, and I'm going to turn that to red. Okay, so that would be why you would use your color overlays. But again, you do not have to use them at all. You can turn them off if you like a nice and clean dashboard. That's your dashboard views. I hope you've gotten a lot out of this on-demand training, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.